Hello students, myself S.K. Jadhav from Department of Electronic Science, KTHM College, Nasik. In this lecture, we are going to learn basic characteristics of logic families. Let us understand the learning objectives of this module. After completing this module, you will be able to understand the digital logic states used in digital systems, to know about the positive and negative logic system, and to understand different electrical characteristics of logic family. Digital logic states. In digital logic design, only two voltage levels or states are allowed, and these states are generally referred to as logic 1 and logic 0, or high and low, or true and false. These two states are represented in Boolean algebra and standard to truth tables by the binary digits of 1 and 0 respectively. A good example of a digital state is a simple light switch. The switch can be either on or off, one state or the other, but not both at the same time. Positive and negative logic. Most digital logic gates and digital logic systems use positive logic, in which a logic level 0 or low is represented by a 0 voltage or ground, and a logic level 1 or high is represented by a higher voltage such as plus 5 volts. With the switching from one voltage level to the other, from either a logic level 0 to a 1 or 1 to a 0, being made as quickly as possible to prevent any faulty operation of the logic circuit. There also exists a complementary negative logic system in which the values and the rules of a logic 0 and a logic 1 are reversed. But in this course about digital circuit design, we shall only refer to the positive logic convention as it is the most commonly used. Let us consider the logic levels which are used in digital electronics. Binary signal has two values, 0 and 1. These are interpreted in logic level as positive logic and negative logic. When we consider positive logic, high is considered as logic 1 and low is considered as logic 0. In negative logic, the reverse is the case, that is, high is considered as logic 0 and low is considered as logic 1. You can see this on the slide how it looks. Logic level assignments. For positive logic, you can see the logic value is 0 for low and 1 for high, and for negative logic, logic value is 1 for low and 0 for high. Let us now discuss the basic characteristics of logic families. The main characteristics of logic families include current and voltage requirements or IV requirements, fan out, fan in, power dissipation, propagation time, propagation delay, figure of merit, noise margin or noise immunity, and speed. Let us now discuss the first characteristics, that is current and voltage requirements or IV requirements of logic families. Actually, all these characteristics are common for all the logic families. Now, this slide and next slide shows you how the input current and output current, input voltage and output voltage are referred when the logic level is high and logic level is low. For the high level input current, it is referred as IIH, and you can see in the diagram it is the current which is going into the gate. High level output current, that is IOH, is the output current when the output is at high logic level. Then high level input voltage, that is VIH, is the voltage when input is at logic high or logic 1, and high level output voltage is VOH, that is when the output voltage is at logic 1. Low level input current is referred as IIL. Low level output current is referred as IOL. Low level input voltage is referred as VIL, and low level output voltage is referred as VOL. Now, the next characteristic of the logic family is fan out. Fan out determines the number of circuits that a gate can drive. It is also called as output load factor, and it is the maximum number of inputs that can be driven by a logic gate. In the given system, the output of the first NOT gate serves as the input to 4 NOT gates. Thus, the fan out of this figure is 4. A fan out of 10 means the 10 unit loads can be driven by the gate while still maintaining the output voltage within specifications for logic level 0 and 1. It specifies the number of standard gates or loads that the output of the gate can drive without affecting its normal operation. That is the maximum number of digital inputs that the output of a single logic gate must feed to with both the input and outputs belong to the same gate family. Basically, you can calculate the fan out of a given NAND gate by checking how many other NAND gates have received input from the output of the prior NAND gate. It is the number of similar gates which can be driven by a gate. High fan out is always advantageous because it reduces the need for additional drivers to drive more gates. The maximum fan out of an output measures its load driving capability. The delay offered by a gate increases with the increase in fan out. Now, the next characteristics of the logic family is fan in. Fan in determines the maximum number of inputs a logic gate can handle, or it refers to the number of inputs of logic gates. A 2-input AND gate has a fan-in of 2. Similarly, an inverter or NOT gate has a fan-in of 1. It is decided by the input current sinking capability of a logic gate. Power dissipation. It is related to the power requirement of that logic gate. When a circuit switches from one state to the other, power dissipates. Power dissipation is the amount of heat which is in terms of milliwatts that the IC dissipates in the form of heat. It is proportional to the heat generated by the system. Excessive heat dissipation increases the operating temperature and causes the gate circuitry to drift out of its normal operating temperature range. Now, the next characteristic of logic family is the propagation time. This is the time required for the input to produce the output. It is characterized by rise time and fall time. Rise time is defined that the time required to rise the voltage from 10% to 90% of the maximum voltage of signal. And fall time is referred as the time required to fall voltage from 90% to 10% of the maximum voltage of the signal. Here, this figure shows the rise time, that means the voltage increases from 10% to 90%, and the fall time, that means time required to fall voltage from 90% to 10% of maximum voltage signal. Propagation delay. Propagation delay means the delay before a change in the input is reflected in the output. It is measured as the time between which input is applied to a system and it affects the output. It is measured at 50% marks. Let us consider the diagram shown on the slide. You can see one input signal and one output signal. There is a time or the time delay between the input and output referred as TPLH. TPLH is the delay time before output changes from low to high. That means it is the delay time in going from logic 0 to logic 1, and it is also called as turn on delay. Similarly, TPHL is the delay time before output changes from high to low, or it is the delay time in going from logic 1 to logic 0, also called as turn off delay. Now, the most important characteristic of logic family is figure of merit. Figure of merit is equal to the propagation delay time expressed in nanosecond multiplied by the power in milliwatt. It is also called speed power product. A low value of speed power product is always desirable. If it is desired to have high speed, that is low propagation delay, then there is a corresponding increase in the power dissipation and vice versa. Let us take one example for this. Let suppose IC has the average propagation delay of 20 nanosecond and an average power dissipation of 5 milliwatt. Then the figure of merit, that is the speed power product, is 100 picojoules. Then next characteristic of logic family is noise margin. Now you know that noise means unwanted signal voltage which is present in all real systems. The circuit's ability to tolerate the noise signal or fluctuations of the voltage levels is referred to as the noise immunity. Noise signals may cause the voltage at the input to a logic circuit which is drop below VIH or rise above VIL and may produce undesirable operation. A quantitative measure of noise immunity is called noise margin. On the slide, you can see the values of VOH minimum. That means the minimum output voltage which is referred as high, that is at logic 1, and maximum output voltage which is referred as low, that is logic 0. And the range between VOH minimum and VOL max is disallowed output voltage range. You can see the window between the logic 1 and logic 0 of output which corresponds to the logic 1 and logic 0 of input. You can see VIH minimum as the minimum input voltage which is referred as logic 1 and VIL max is the maximum input voltage which is referred as logic 0. So, the difference between the VOH minimum and VIH minimum is the noise margin. Similarly, the difference between VOL max and VIL max is also in noise margin. Typical values of noise levels. Difference between the worst case output voltage of one stage and worst case input voltage of the next stage. Greater the difference, the more unwanted signal that can be added without causing incorrect gate operation. A logic circuit with an input at the voltage level within the intermediate range will definitely produce unpredictable output level. Noise margin is 2.5 volt. That means from 0.8 volt to 1.7 volt for the TTL logic level. And the next and the last important characteristic of logic family is speed. Speed of a logic circuit is determined by the time between the application of input and change in the output of the circuit. Or you can say that the speed of a logic circuit is the time between which a signal is applied at the input and an output is received. Let us conclude this session. In this lecture, we have discussed digital logic states, positive and negative logic system, which is used in digital systems. We had also discussed different electrical characteristics of logic family. Thank you.